Hello to everyone. As promised, that I will come up and say hi. My name is Sergio. I'm the Traffic Sense founder. As this clip is recording, I want to let you know that I put a topic together for future and present followers. It is called the machine mindset. Why do we underestimate cars and accidents? Well, personally, I found out the hard way back in 1999. So let me tell you a little story. It was New Year's Eve, and I decided to get off work early because I was gonna meet up with my girlfriend at that time. And we meet up at her house, and then I found out that her friend was coming along. It was fine. We were just gonna hang out for the eve. And her friend offered to drive for us, or for me actually. And I said, well, it's fine, it's New Year's Eve, it's fine. And then when we got to the place where we were gonna hang out, the person that was my girlfriend decided to switch with her. And I said, well, it's just an alley, because it was an alley that led to the ocean shore, which is where we wanted to hang out. And I recall it was kind of dark, those December days. And then she overstepped on the gas pedal and she lost control. At the moment, I felt like we were floating, and we crashed head on into an old tree, and we all passed out. And then when I woke up, I had my head smashed, and my shirt was covered on my own blood. And I looked at them, and they were unconscious. They were not awake. They also had injuries and bloody t-shirts. And I just got out of the car and trying to wake him up. And thing is that we all ended up at the hospital that day, for the exception of the person that was my girlfriend, because she ended up going to jail for not having a license. And that was the day that I realized that how quickly the trust and comfort can turn into a kinetic violence, if you want to call it that. It's not like there was a malicious intention on her part, but you see, the machine doesn't care about your intentions or what you're doing. But that experience is a part of what made me create Traffic Sense. And like I said on my intro video, it's part of things that bother me while I was trying to come up with an idea. But this is a crucial case study. You're welcome to check it out. So let's begin.
Ride. To others, it's a symbol of power, speed, or beauty. Today, we explore the dangerous gap between perception and reality. Because when you forget what you're driving, you forget what it can do, to you and others.
We get into a machine capable of generating a lethal amount of force. But why do we treat our cars like comfortable furniture instead of the high-speed 3,000-pound weapons they actually are? actually are. Welcome to Traffic Sense. Today, we're diving deep into the machine mindset, the dangerous gap between how we perceive driving and the terrifying reality of car accidents. Stick around to understand this mindset and find out how it could save your life. If you want to drive smarter and safer, hit that subscribe button and let's get into the case study. We all know someone. Maybe it was your cousin rushing a yellow light. Maybe it was that news story about the distracted teen. Or possibly you have experienced that yourself. But let me tell you about Sarah. Sarah drove the same route to work for 5 years. Her car, she said, was her safe space. One Tuesday morning, 30 seconds from her office, she reached for her coffee cup. A small, familiar action. 4,000 pounds of steel she was piloting turned a routine commute into an unimaginable consequence. That's what happens when comfort masks danger. That's the machine mindset. And it's a terrifying deception. Modern cars are too smooth, too fast, and too quiet. You're not bouncing on dirt roads or dodging rocks like 100 years ago. You're floating in a soundproof cushioned rocket. But at 60 miles per hour, your car becomes a 2.5 plus ton bullet. Comfort is the mask of danger. An automobile, like a tool, should be treated with certain respect before using it. It is called healthy respect for the machines. They are useful, but be always mindful of them usage. What is inertia and why should I care? Inertia is physics, the brutal truth of momentum. A moving object stays in motion until something stops it. In a crash, that something is usually another car, a wall, or your own body. It's not just about speed. It's about mass, momentum, and unforgiving force. Your seatbelt, your airbags, your brakes, they are not conveniences, they are your only chance. Respect that. Trucks, SUVs, semis, they are the kings of inertia. They're taller, heavier, and critically much slower to stop if they ever wreck. A good reason to stay away when you see them turning to a street or parking lot. Keep your distance, allow them to turn. When you tailgate one or cut one off, you are not challenging a driver or saving time on your commute or being smart. You are playing dumb with physics. Their massive weight doesn't care about your ego or your timeline. It only cares about momentum. Respect is living wise every time. I heard an old saying from afar that goes like this. If you see them on the highway or road, either pass them by or slow down, but keep your distance. That has helped me tremendously to stay safe. Do car designs make us underestimate the risk? Absolutely. Sports cars look like toys. Luxury cars feel like beds. Bigger vehicles feel like a cushion chair. Our emotional connection to the vehicles is part of the problem. The more you love your car or the comforts, the more likely you are to ignore the brutal truth of its danger. It's called perception distortion. And it happens every day, to the point that no one hardly ever think about what you are riding on. Somehow unfortunate how society can become dormant about such an important matter. Just scroll social media. Crashes go viral because they feel unreal, like a movie stunt, until they happen to you. Whenever you see an accident on the side of the road, always remember that the accidents can be prevented, and by keeping a clean mindset about what a vehicle really is, it'll keep you grounded. How can we retrain our mindset? It starts with one fundamental truth. You are operating a machine with immense power, not playing a game. Changing our mindset begins with these principles. 1. Check your emotion before starting the engine. Your mood is a distraction you can control. 2. Drive with gravity, not against it. Understand the physics, don't fight it with reckless maneuvers. 3. Never rush to win, because there are no winners in a crash. Patience saves lives. 4. Teach others, your passengers, your kids, your crew. Every trip is a teachable moment. Every single trip is an opportunity to practice a safer, smarter mindset, and serves as an example for others to follow.
The reality check. Stop scrolling for just a second. We've talked about what we think a car is. Now, let's talk about what the numbers say. In the US, we see over 16,200 police-reported car accidents every single day. That translates to 117 people losing their lives on our roads today, yesterday, and tomorrow. something you may not think about, but this is a reality. The average driver feels immune, but the truth is the majority of drivers will be involved in 3 to 4 accidents in their lifetime. This is what we mean by the real machine mindset. The risk is not hypothetical, it happens every day, unfortunately. Before we go, let's solidify the 3 most important facts we covered today. This is the checklist that could change how you approach every single drive. Look at this. 1. Stop floating. Your smooth, quiet car is an illusion. It is a machine capable of generating unforgiving force, and comfort always masks danger. 2. Respect inertia. Momentum and mass don't care about your impatience. The machine needs time and space to stop, especially when dealing with bigger vehicles. 3. Mindset is protection. Your attitude is the biggest safety feature you have. Leave the ego, the anger, and the distractions outside the driver's seat. Change the way you think about the machine, and you change everything. As results, better roads for everyone. We started this case study with a single question. Why do we underestimate cars and accidents? The answer lies in the comfort, the technology, and the psychological blind spots that make us forget the brutal reality of physics. But the mindset can be changed. Every time you get behind the wheel, remember this mantra: machine, mission, mindset. Treat the car as the powerful machine it is. Focus on the mission of safe travel, and always prioritize the mindful mindset. If this case study helped you reconsider your approach to driving, hit the like button.
And to join the community dedicated to smarter, safer driving, support our channel, Traffic Sense. We know this case study helped you. Subscribe and share. And if you'd like to drop a comment, we'll take the time to read it and respond. Let's build safer roads together. We have more case studies coming soon, and we're developing our app as we speak to help you practice a safer mindset every day. Thank you for watching. There is a way. Oh, one more thing, friends. Updates about our upcoming APP in the next couple of weeks. Stay tuned and support the movement. Right on.
Get ready to drive smarter. With Traffic Sense, you are always one step ahead on the road.